One of the best things you can do for your health is to preserve your kidney function for as long as you can. Because even with all the advances in modern medicine, all the drugs that we now have, and all the treatments and dialysis, none of those things come even remotely close to doing what a single kidney can do. Even a kidney working at 50% capacity. And it's not just filtering of toxins. Our kidneys regulate our blood pressure. They produce hormones to keep our bones healthy. Our kidneys ensure red blood cell production. And they precisely fine-tune the movement of all the minerals and all the chemicals in our body. So in this video, I'll give you a list of superfoods or nutrient-dense foods that will help you reverse your kidney damage and extend your kidney lifespan for as long as possible. Because these foods will help you fix the underlying root cause of kidney disease for most people, which is high blood pressure and insulin resistance. And on a cellular level, we're talking about reversing things like inflammation and oxidative stress, all the things that will lead not just to kidney disease, but heart disease, strokes, dementia, and even cancers. So the first food you need to consider is pomegranate. And that is because pomegranates are very rich in ellagic acid, which is a very powerful polyphenol. And this compound has a lot of anti-inflammatory benefits. And it's a great antioxidant. So there's some animal data that suggests that ellagic acid can help reverse kidney aging, and it can reverse damage by upregulating protective factors, like SIRT1, which can in turn reverse the effects of oxidative stress. Now, there's no human studies that deal specifically with the effects of ellagic acid on our kidney health, but there are human studies in patients with diabetes. And diabetes is one of the top causes of kidney disease. And there's a randomized controlled trial that showed that administration of ellagic acid in the form of fresh pomegranate juice to patients with type 2 diabetes resulted in a decrease in fasting serum glucose, increased pancreatic B-cell function, as well as a decrease in insulin resistance. And it's not just pomegranate. Other foods that are rich in ellagic acid that will help you preserve your kidney function are berries, like raspberries, strawberries, cranberries, and blackberries. Next food I want to talk about is red bell peppers, which are rich in vitamin C and vitamin B6. But more importantly, they're full of carotenoid antioxidants like beta-carotene and lycopene, which can help prevent kidney damage. And there's data extrapolated from NHANES that followed over 6,000 participants with chronic kidney disease that showed that high levels of carotene dietary intake was associated with a lower risk of mortality. And another study showed that higher levels of dietary carotenoid intake were associated with a decreased prevalence of kidney stones. Next, we have turmeric, which contains a powerful antioxidant called curcumin. And curcumin can help prevent kidney damage in a very unique way, and it all has to do with our gut microbiome. So in people with chronic kidney disease, one of the things that drives the progression of the disease are uremic toxins. Toxins like indoxyl sulfate and p-cresyl sulfate. And these uremic toxins are produced in the gut, and they cause low-grade inflammation, especially if they get out of the gut into the places where they don't belong, like the bloodstream or the lymph nodes. So this is where curcumin comes in. Curcumin increases the expression of intestinal alkaline phosphatase and tight junction proteins, to where it basically fixes gut permeability or leaky gut, so it helps trap those uremic toxins in the gut where they belong. And that in turn stops the downstream cascade of inflammation and progressive kidney damage. And in fact, there was a small pilot study that showed that curcumin supplementation significantly reduced plasma pro-inflammatory mediators, and the group that received curcumin did not have any significant increase in uremic toxins at 6 months of treatment. So no increase in toxins that you would normally expect to see with the usual progression of chronic kidney disease. Next up is one of my favorite foods, and that is walnuts. Now, walnuts is a true superfood, and they have way too many benefits to list. They're a great source of vitamin E and polyphenols, which gives them amazing antioxidant properties. And walnuts are also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and they're a good source of fiber, manganese, and copper. Now, we've already discussed how important it is to keep a healthy microbiome to preserve good kidney function. And I want to point to a randomized controlled trial of 194 adults that showed that walnut-enriched diet showed an increase in beneficial bacteria in our gut. And walnuts also play a role in glucose metabolism in diabetes, which is crucial in keeping our kidneys healthy. And I want to highlight a small, randomized controlled trial that showed that consumption of 15 grams of walnut oil per day for 3 months significantly decreased hemoglobin A1C and showed an 8% decrease in fasting blood sugar. So the next superfood you need to consider is garlic. And garlic has numerous benefits. It has antimicrobial properties, it helps with inflammation, and we've already discussed how important it is to reduce inflammation that is so damaging to our kidneys. And just like turmeric, garlic has beneficial effects on our gut microbiome, where a healthy set of gut bacteria can slow down the progression of kidney disease. Garlic also has been shown to help with high blood pressure, which is an absolute must if we want to reverse kidney damage. And I want to highlight a meta-analysis of 12 trials that included over 500 participants that show that supplementation with garlic lowers systolic blood pressure by an average of 8 millimeters mercury and diastolic blood pressure by 5.5 millimeters of mercury. There's also some animal data that suggests that garlic may be beneficial in the treatment of diabetes, but we don't have any strong human studies to support the claim just yet. Next up is dandelion leaves. Now, traditionally, dandelion has been used as a diuretic or a medicine that promotes urine production. And dandelion is an excellent source of vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin E, and folate. And it's also a good source of soluble fiber. And just like other foods on this list, dandelion is a potent antioxidant and has high levels of beta-carotene and polyphenols. And there's animal studies that suggest that dandelion leaf extract is nephroprotective, and it can help protect against kidney damage. There's other animal studies that show that some bioactive compounds in dandelion, like chlorogenic acid, can help lower blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity, which is crucial in helping reverse kidney damage. Next up is red cabbage, which is a perfect food even for those with advanced kidney disease because it's low in potassium. Red cabbage is full of fiber and vitamins like vitamin C and vitamin A, and it also contains a very powerful group of antioxidants called anthocyanins, which may help with inflammation and oxidative stress. And it can also help with type 2 diabetes. And I want to highlight a systematic review and meta-analysis of several cohort studies that show that dietary anthocyanin consumption was associated with a 15% reduction of type 2 diabetes risk. And we also have some animal studies that show that anthocyanin can improve kidney function in diabetic kidney disease in mice. And the last superfood you need to consider is bok choy. It's a cruciferous vegetable that is rich in fiber, vitamin C, and vitamin K, and it's also full of antioxidants. Now, what makes bok choy special when it comes to reversing kidney damage is it acts in several ways to help reverse conditions that often lead to chronic kidney disease. It's rich in calcium and potassium, which can help naturally lower your blood pressure, which is one of the leading causes of kidney damage. And by the way, because of the higher potassium content, this actually may not be the best food for people with advanced kidney disease or people on dialysis. The vitamin C in bok choy also provides antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, and it can help promote healthy blood flow through the blood vessels, which is crucial for optimal kidney health. Now, there's quite a few more foods that I did not cover as the list is getting long already. So if there is a food that you want me to go over, let me know in the comments below.